Hello, everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of Late Night Craft Talk. Let's get that countdown timer going. 10 minutes and counting, Svea.
Oh my goodness, it's another week. Woohoo!
Woohoo! It is Black Friday night, day after Thanksgiving. I hope everybody hasn't gained 15 or 20 pounds and slept half the day because all the turkey they ate on Turkey Day yesterday.
Yes, right?
Yeah. Did you have a big old Thanksgiving dinner?
Yes, we did. And this is so weird. What is going on here? Okay. Yeah, we had an amazing dinner. We had some friends over and maybe family. I don't know. Can't tell you. It's a secret. But we made a whole bunch of food. We had a ton of food. We had all the traditional Thanksgiving foods like turkey, stuffing.
Did you have green bean casserole?
Green bean casserole, maybe.
Did you have sweet potatoes?
Yes.
Did you have pumpkin pie?
Yes.
Did you have...
I'm doing a sugar-free. I found this when we were in Arizona, I found these sugar-free cake mixes. And I was like, I'm going to make a sugar-free chocolate cake. And I'll tell you next week how well it went off.
Yeah, do that because I would love to know a very good sugar-free pumpkin pie recipe because I can't have pumpkin pie right now. It's got sugar and all the good stuff's got sugar. And I'm like, can't do it. Pumpkin pie, denied. Just like I got invited to a friend's place and I was like, dude, remember my posts and stuff? He's like, oh yeah, I can't uninvite you, but I went, it's cool, dude. I'll be on the river. But it's just that whole tough thing. But you know what I'm doing for Thanksgiving dinner? What I did actually?
You're having a portobello steak?
I'm having a portobello mushroom steak. I had a portobello mushroom steak. So we're trying to do the past tense and it's a future tense because obviously this show we announced last week is going to be pre-recorded. And so we're talking about Thanksgiving as it actually, like
yesterday,
happened already to try to do the facade and we're failing. I think we should let's try something a little more interesting if we can't do this facade. Let's talk about ourselves and refer to ourselves in our conversation in the third person.
Okay.
All right. Well, James says that it's 7 minutes and 37 seconds left. What say you, Svea?
So Svea says that this is going to be a great show because the Svea in the future knows that this is actually going to be really fantastic because Svea in the past remembers it.
James agrees to a point, but if past Svea believes future Svea, when present Svea doesn't know which one's right yet. Hindsight's 20/20, but future Svea may completely disagree because by then future Svea knows everything's hindsight 20/20. But past Svea's left guessing, nothing but guessing. That's what James thinks.
Well, this is a possibility.
Which Svea would you trust more?
Svea in the future?
I would agree. James would agree. I screwed that up. I agree, and so would James. Matter of fact, hold on. Persona. Okay, I'm doing the glasses thing right now. James would agree.
You know what?
It's easier this way.
We do all kinds of fun stuff that people don't even know what we're doing while we're doing this show.
Does Svea do that too?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I can only have to refer to myself in the third person, or James has to refer to himself in the third person. I screwed up again. Like
right now, you guys can't see it, but I'm wearing these really awesome goggles that have a Mickey Mouse golden.
What the heck is that? Show that when we get done with the countdown. That's a glasses?
No,
it's like a Christmas ornament.
It's a Mickey Bell Christmas ice cube that you can put in the water. It's a glow cube. And I was holding it like this and making glasses.
Gotcha. There's actually a booth over at Palm Springs Village Fest that sells all these drinks. And if you pay like $7 for a lemonade, you can come back with refills because it's got these little LED, faux ice cubes.
Mm-hmm.
And right now I'm putting on these glasses. I'm actually got an Oculus on, and I'm going to turn on the little death thing just so I can look cool too. I want to look all futuristic. What I need is a little strip right here. Oh, wow, that's cool.
Well, it's just funny because we like do funny things that people don't see us doing.
Yeah.
You just don't see it. And for all you know, we're not doing anything, but for all you know, we are doing something.
Right now, I got the hand tracking on the Oculus. This is so trippy. I turn on the external camera thing, and I'm seeing all these dots that show like obstructions where I'm at, but I can actually see the screen, but I see my hands, but they're all like there, but virtual.
Hey,
It's
James,
a trip.
take off your thing. I'll show you soon.
I can see you. Let me take it off.
Wait, what was I doing?
I don't know. All I see is a countdown timer. You're a little square in the corner. You have a pen mustache.
I was doing it really well earlier.
All right, let me try that. Look at nice talent. Let me see if I can do this. We got to show this on here. We can't be doing this right there. People are watching.
No, I'm not going to see people see me doing that.
What do we do from week to week? And you're embarrassed over that?
A secret.
It's a secret.
It's like I did it, but did I do it or did I not do it?
Is this so you can get like win a cheap bar bet or something?
No.
Okay. I will show it on the air. We do the opening credits. I'm going to show what I was attempting to do because I'm not afraid.
I just wanted to do something where people wonder, like, did they really do that or did they not do that?
I don't know, but I mean, it's entertaining, but it's like we've got people doing the countdown and they're hearing us talk to each other about that. And it's like, we're supposed to be inclusive in our conversation here.
Oh, I know.
That said, I hope the El Presidente of the Friday Ninja Monster Hunter Squad is on and sharing. The rest of you are hopefully sharing.
I know everyone needs to share.
Yeah, let's hope that you're on, Wendy Hodge, Carol Ann Blackwood, Maya, Vivian.
It shows you care.
Yep. As a matter of fact, should I say who our special guest is tonight?
Oh, yeah. Tell our special guest.
Ignacio Cruz.
Who's that?
You will find out.
Okay.
He was on the show briefly last Friday.
No, I don't remember anyone on the show last week.
It was you and I, and then a special cameo by Ignacio Cruz.
There wasn't any special cameo. I don't know what you're talking about.
I watched the show yesterday morning. I had it playing in the background. I was working on a custom order, and I'm like, really?
Okay. Hold on a second.
Ignacio Cruz was on there. I'm not that crazy-ish.
Hold on a second.
All right, we got 2 minutes till countdown.
Look at the private chat, okay?
Okay. I don't see anything.
I need to type.
You told me to look at it. You haven't typed it. Okay. Oh. Okay. It's a setup. I thought we were going there, but let me respond to you. Here's my secret message. There.
Yeah. And then did you see my response?
Yes, because that's the whole bit.
Yes. Yes.
We're having 2 separate conversations. What we're having a conversation there and here. And the audience watching the countdown timer is going, what are they talking about?
It's a talent that we work hard at practicing.
Yes, we have our spoken conversation, our private chat window in here, and the audience is like, what?
What?
Oh, you know what? I'll tell the story when we get done with the countdown timer. This is funny from this evening. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Today, what we're going to talk about for the next 40 seconds.
Let's see.
Well, who is your alter ego?
Alter ego? I don't have an alter ego.
All you have is boring Svea?
Yes. Just
boring
me.
Old Svea.
Everyone loves me.
I should help you come up with yeah. But we should just have like a clown dancer Heyoka type thing or contrary. We make alt Svea.
You want alt Svea?
Alt Svea, like instead of alternate universe, we'll just have alter ego Svea.
But
with a different name. Okay, get ready for countdown. You ready, Svea?
Oh, okay.
And 10.
9.
8.
7,
6,
5,
4,
3,
2,
1. Let's start
go
the
time!
show.
It's time for Late Night Crap Talk with hosts Svea Yang and James Hermes. Let's get the fun started. It's time to start the show. Oh, we're missing two things.
Oh,
Yes, we are missing El Banario.
I'm working on it.
There we go. And switch sides.
I'm trying.
Switch sides. There we go.
Oh,
We were doing it at the same time. Okay, there we go.
Oh, I was doing it.
You did it. Is that on purpose?
No.
Are we multitasking at the same time so we get opposite results? Whoopsie. All right.
So, hey everyone. If you've never watched our show before, we do the show every week. We talk about all kinds of fun things. We entertain and laugh along the way, and many times get very confused at weird things going on. And we update everyone on our businesses. Who are you?
I'm Ignacio Cruz.
Why are you here?
James asked me to sit in for him. James had to run to the little Caballero's room. So I am the stunt double. The better looking one. Okay. The private chat window came up.
Yes. So
I'm the stunt double, the better looking one.
Okay. Can you ask James to come back?
I heard the toilet flush. I would ask him to come back.
James, what the heck is going on? Like you're disappearing. Like
I never left here officially. I'm a professional.
You're supposed to be at, we're recording this show, and I feel like it's a little unprofessional that you just disappear.
This is part of the live broadcast that sometimes if we do, the audience looks over at you talking, we will both sneak off. We both have a stunt double.
Okay.
I have Ignacio Cruz. Who's your stunt double?
I don't even know what you're talking about. This is not
This
something
is part of the studio magic that happens. Is that occasionally if we have to step off for the side, we have somebody come back like a stunt double, a body double. Congress does it all the time. Live Academy Awards, if somebody like in the front row has to step off for a minute for whatever reason, there's always a seat filler. I have a seat filler. He is my almost looks like me, kind of looks like me, body double and stunt double.
That person doesn't look like you at all.
You don't have a stunt double?
No.
You need to talk to your agent.
I don't even know what we've never discussed this, so I'm just confused. So don't.
I've been doing this since April 2020. I've always had a stunt double. Every show, Ignacio comes in.
What are you talking about? Who's this rando guy?
Ignacio. He is my stunt double. Let me go get. All right, audience, look at us and tell me. I'm going to go get Ignacio, and then I'll come in and tell me how much Ignacio almost looks like me. Svea's seen it all the time. Matter of fact, obviously, Svea's not paying attention much to the show. Maybe our audience is unprofessional. Can't keep a straight face. All right.
No. Can you please bring James back?
I play James on TV.
Can you ask James to come back? Because
don't I look like James?
No, not at all.
What, Burl Tushkanig, when we did that bit a couple years ago, looks more like James?
Yes.
All right, let me go get him.
Okay, please.
So you don't think Ignacio looks like me?
No.
Audience, what do you think?
Not at all. Not at all.
Well, Ignacio needs a job, okay? Can you at least pretend a little to care?
You know,
He got fired by Twitter. Come on, he needs a job.
we just didn't have this discussion, and all of a sudden you're bringing this random person on without like having a discussion. This is like a show meeting, meeting issue to talk about.
I think next week we need to see your stunt double. You need to get yourself a stunt double.
So we should probably have a discussion about this, not on and during our show.
I'm in trouble. All right. Well, that bit went on too long, but it was pretty fun.
It's fun.
All right. Svea, what's going on with Dancing Bear?
So, everyone, in case you didn't know, we have a promotion that we're going on, and it's going on until Monday. It's we're doing a holiday mystery bead and craft box. You can only purchase them on our website, in our store, or with us at a powwow at Indio Powwow this weekend. And basically, it's a really cool gift. You're going to get 50% off retail. So it's a very special deal. Make sure not to forget, because after November 28th, we will not make them available anymore. And we're going to it's our special. So it's like 50% off retail. Anyone who gets it's going to be really excited and really happy about it. So make sure not to forget. And we have 7 different types of boxes. Visit our website if you have any questions, because that is actually a really great way to check it out. And we are at Indio Powwow this weekend. So if you want to visit us, we are in Indio. Hey, James, how about Elk Rock Traders?
Okay, is that you, Svea?
Yes.
You caught me, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just I was in the metaverse.
Not listening to what I was telling you?
I was multitasking. I have a live show in the metaverse.
Mm-hmm.
And while you're doing your thing, I was checking my messages.
Okay.
Totally. Okay, what's going with Elk Rock? Not much report this week, though. I got to show that picture. Working a lot of orders that people brought in, and I didn't take much. Like, I just had to deliver today, being a few days before Thanksgiving. I'd work over the weekend to show an order, but we're working on more of these because I've had some people asking for them. But I'm going to quickly take this picture and share it while I'm doing this. But there's one I worked on in particular. Let me give it a little background while I do this. Is that Messenger? No. Messenger? No. Okay, let me redo this. Okay. Apparently I can't walk and chew bubble gum. All right. And there we go. Okay, I'm sending this. Okay. One of the pieces I was working on, and what I do is I take stone cabochons that are cut to be in jewelry, and I'll mount them in leather, and or I do a necklace with, like, say, dentalia shell, hair pipe, juniper berry beads, and a friend of mine who's a flight nurse sent me a picture a week ago of her flying over, taking a patient from Chinle down to Flagstaff. And she's flying at sunrise based out of Page, Arizona, and took a picture of this beautiful, on the edge of Monument Valley, an arch, and the sun at the right angle of this long shadow of the arch. And I've been wanting to do an art project based on that shadow and that arch that was amazing. And I actually came up with this, but I wasn't able to keep it. But let me share this image right quick, because this thing is just pretty. Where is it? Here we go. This is like a piece of jasper that is, let me zoom in on it. Totally can't zoom in. There we go. Wow. Well, we'll just go with that. Can't zoom in on it. Anyway, piece of jasper with dentalia shell in the white, and a mix of various gemstones. It was the only thing I could have that would match the color of that stone cabochon mounted on the leather. And that so reminds me just the colors. It's a bit abstract, the colors of that shadow of the arch. I took a picture of it, sent it to her this morning. Says, remember that picture of the arch? She goes, yeah. This remind you of it? She goes, totally, it does. Oh, wow. But really worth sharing. I actually almost traded this off the customer. I was wanting to give a discount, and they're like, nope. What you doing, Svea?
Oh, I was looking at my email.
Are you implying I'm boring you?
No. I'm sorry.
You don't like it? I'll bring out my stunt double.
Okay, so tell me about your necklace. Continue. I'm sorry.
I already did. I just wanted to share that with something real pretty.
It is really cool, actually. I think that a lot of people don't see your jewelry. Usually they see like your knives.
The knives and whatnot, because that's what a lot of people have been ordering. I finally got an order for this, and I enjoy doing those. And I'm actually got some extra cabochon, some bumblebee jasper. I was able to pick up and be doing some pieces like that and putting them out there.
What does bumblebee jasper looks like?
Let me get some right quick.
I've never seen that before. I've seen all other kinds of jasper. Yeah, I've never seen.
I've got some right behind me. Let me grab it real fast.
Yeah, does it actually have, you see bee parts in it?
No, it's the color.
Oh,
okay. So let me get a cab right quick and I'll show it to you. Yeah. You have 20 seconds to entertain the audience solo.
Okay. Okay, guys. I wasn't really sleeping. I was just being silly. And James was like, what are you doing, Svea? Because I don't know if you noticed. Oh, all right.
Long, awkward silence. She doesn't know what to do with this. Okay. You never heard of bumblebee jasper?
No.
Here's a couple of the cabs I picked up. This one's kind of bigger. Totally not working with the chroma key.
No, it's not. No.
Okay, let me do this.
Turn your chroma key off for a second.
I'm doing that.
Oh, wow. It's really yellow.
There's a lot of yellow in it. The camera's not quite picking it up, and it's getting the glare from the monitor. There's a decent one.
That is so cool. I've never seen that before.
These cabs are not cheap. Here's another one that's not quite as dynamic in color, but I was able to pick up several.
Have you seen them in bead form?
I've got some gemstone chips like that. They're not cheap. I've got some roundels as well as those cabs.
I mean, I'm just saying I've never seen it. I'm going to ask them next time I go if they ever get any of that to my gem.
You should do it. I found a person that would cut their own cabs at a gem show not too long ago.
Yeah.
And they are pretty. I got a good little source for that.
Because most people don't see. I've seen a lot of jasper, and I've never seen a bumblebee jasper.
It's actually the bumblebee jasper, I believe, is out of Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
So it's domestic stone, and it's pretty. And I think it's mined outside of Quartzsite, somewhere around Quartzsite to Tucson area, in between that area and the desert. It's some pretty stuff. Okay, with that,
cool.
We've been dialing around a lot. I get to the point. So tonight's show is about Black Friday. Oh, I got to tell the story from this afternoon, don't I? Well, we've been doing a lot of this dawdle right now, folks. It's pretty late when we record this, so bear with us. All right, I'll come back to it, but we have Black Friday is happening today.
Tell your story. Tell your story, James.
Tell the story?
Yes.
Trying to remember what it was. It's okay. Escalator. Okay.
Yes.
So I was working, today's Sunday when we record this. I was working a good chunk of Saturday on this order. I had to get out by late Sunday afternoon. It's over to a shop over at the mall in Palm Desert, just not 20 minutes from me. And I was up at 5 a.m. finishing this order, including that necklace I showed. And so we get over there. It's in the mall. I go late in the afternoon because the mall is going to be quiet. There's not going to be as many people. That's why I do it, because a lot of you know I have sensory issues. I can't be in a crowd. So I go over there. Oh, no. Parking lot's full. I'm like, oh, great. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. busy all over the place, all over the place. Have to drive around for like 5 minutes, find a place to park. Finally do it. Put on the earplugs, put on the glasses, go walking in there, kind of looking down because I got to cut down stimulus, and go into the shop. And he's like, hey. And so we start talking. I said, dude, I got a 20-minute wall before I start showing symptoms. We need to cut this short. Well, he keeps on talking. We're having the conversation. I'm like, great. There goes the 20 minutes. And so we're talking. I'm in the back room. It's kind of quiet. I'm going to have a heck of a time getting out of here, walking out of this mall. It's still busy. So it's about a little over an hour later. And I'm walking over, and the escalator's broken. We're on the bottom floor. I'm parked over where it's higher, second floor. So I'm like, great, escalator's broken. So we got to walk halfway down the mall. This is a 14-acre mall, over to the Macy's, and to ride the escalator up. Now, I have a friend I've been talking to that lives in Cape Town, South Africa. She had a stroke about 2 weeks after mine. And she said, let me warn you, don't ride an escalator. And I went, what? She goes, don't ride an escalator. Just don't. I have the same sensory issues you do. Don't do this. And I'm like, okay. Well, no. I walk into Macy's and I ride the escalator. And I'm looking down a little bit, and about halfway up, and I've got a friend with me, halfway up, I went, Candace was right. My friend goes, what are you talking about? I went, Candace, South Africa, told me not to ride an escalator. She was right. Went, okay. I went, you feeling all right? Went, I'm getting sick, so I can't ride an escalator without getting sick. An escalator.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like, how trippy is that?
Yeah.
So I called this friend of mine, and he's got some sensory issues. We've been counseling each other. And I said, hey, do you have a problem in escalators? He goes, oh, yeah, that in elevators. I'm like, really? He goes, yeah. I went, what we need to do so we can have something that us with a hidden disability can ride to different stories of a building. We can't do an escalator. We can do an elevator. I haven't tried an elevator yet. So I went, what we need is a catapult. So our goal is to petition the government to have it accepted in ADA regulations so that we can go over and get, like, say, 5th floor of a 10-floor building. We use a catapult.
Oh, my goodness.
Does this not sound like a good idea?
That sounds like a great idea. You should do it.
I want to ride a catapult.
Yes.
And you know what? To make everything even, we're going to ban escalators and elevators, and everybody's going to have to use a trampoline.
Yes, I think you should do that.
So when you were living in your townhouse and you were on the 2nd story, would you rather take the stairs or trampoline?
Trampoline. That's way more fun. That's like a lot of fun. You always bounce and jump really high. It's awesome.
Well, a catapult has gravity assist. All you got to do to move in is got your couch, put it in the trampoline, open the window of the 2nd story, launch right in there. Got a fridge? There you go.
Yes.
Don't want to carry your groceries up? Get a catapult. Open up those windows. Boom.
Yes.
Just go over there, jump on your trampoline, go up. Have a friend load up that catapult, launch it right in there. If you got groceries, just open up that fridge, move her by the window, and it lands right in there perfect.
Well, I told you earlier what happened with Mochi.
Yeah.
Very weird. I just figured I'd share it because it's kind of like a really weird situation and something that's never happened to me before. He was wearing, so Mochi is one of my dogs that he has a disability, I guess, or a mental disability or mental disorder where he can't be around people. He's very terrified of people. And so his way of dealing with people is if he's around them, he will act and he will bite. So we had people over at our house, and because we want him to still be involved and feel welcome and not be separated from the group, we put a muzzle on him, which we've done that with him since he has been 5 months old. He has had a muzzle, so when he's in a situation where he needs to calm down and he needs to not do stuff, we have a muzzle on him for everyone's safety, for his safety and for people's safety, right? And so it was really weird because yesterday night, I don't know how it happened, but his ears were bleeding on the tips of his ears, and that has nothing to do with the muzzle. And so it just was weird. And he was shaking his head and just dropping blood everywhere in our house. So that was kind of crazy. And so we had to watch him closely today. And we got his ears to stop bleeding right away. But we had to watch him really closely because he could reopen them because there were scabs, you know. It just was a weird situation.
I don't even know what to think of that when you told me about it before we started recording tonight. That is bizarre, folks.
Really weird.
We're going to crowdsource this. If you have an idea what caused this with Moshi, please leave a comment. We do read the comments.
Yeah.
If not during the show, definitely in the next morning. We were very comprehensive on that. But if you got a guess on this or ever heard of this, please let us know.
He's worn the muzzle many times. It's plastic. There's no there's a metal buckle on it, but he has never had a problem before. It's just weird.
It was very weird.
And like I said, he's always been really safe that he could wear a muzzle and be fine for hours on end. Like if we had people over, you know, we were working on a craft project or something, I'd have him lay down on his bed and no one bothers him. Like no one goes up to him and he's able to be with us, but he has his muzzle on, right? And he would fall asleep wearing his muzzle. So he's so used to it. It's not his favorite, but he's used to it. Like, so he knows that when he wears his muzzle, he has to lay down and be calm and, just accept what's going on and just chill back. No one's going to go up to him. But it was so weird. His ears, I don't know how they even got cut. It was the weirdest thing. It was just really weird. Anyway, I thought I'd share that because that was
I've never had that happen when you put the muzzle on when I come to the shop.
Yeah, it's weird, right? Because know what I'm talking about.
The people are required to really wearing masks when they go in your store, but you're like, when you come in, you point at me, you go, right, surprise visit you. You're like, muzzle.
Yeah, I'm like, James, put your muzzle on.
You have a muzzle sitting by the front door of the shop that says James, in case of James. You put on the muzzle.
Yeah, right.
I have not been an employee there.
We are
2 or 3 weeks in the 6 months I haven't been there.
We are concerned that when you come in that you could potentially be a hazard.
Well, it's not the only place. I go to my evil headquarters, muzzled.
I know.
I go to Walmart, muzzled.
Yes. And then
I go to Lowe's.
Also, you do have you do have the command you taught yourself, remember? It's called place.
Huh?
When I point at I point at a chair and I say place, you sit down there and you don't get up until I tell you it's okay.
You get mad every time that happens because I do not do well. I mean, when you try to take me to obedience school.
I know. And then what I do is I'll be like, you're up. And I'm like, no, James. Place. And then you go back, you're like.
Yeah, for like 5 seconds and I leave again.
And then you look and you're like, oh, she's not around. And you get up.
Well, remember, we're going to have that dog trainer on. That militaristic Marine Corps DI, or former Marine Corps DI, dog trainer. And we're going to film this bit for the show. And I go over there, and the dude quit. 25 years. He's worked with Dobermans. He's worked with chows. And he quit.
I know.
Right in the middle there. We didn't air the show because it's like, what happened?
Because trying to obedience train James has been very difficult, and he decided to quit because of it.
Well, now I'm going to pee on your furniture and your tire. Again.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's just a weird digression, but
it's funny as heck. All right.
Okay. All right.
Moving on. Oh, we got to get on to Black Friday. We are 25 minutes into the show. We haven't even touched Black Friday yet.
I need nothing Black Friday.
Gotcha. Well, you're sitting at Indio Palo right now.
But I wanted to
don't get too excited about Indio Palo there.
One of the things that I thought was really interesting, though, is that after COVID, this is like our first real Christmas that we've had since COVID, right? And the one thing I really noticed is that they are not pushing their employees to go to work on Thanksgiving. Not at all. Not at all. And they're actually doing, I think to prevent people from being too crowded or too many crowds, they actually have been starting Black Friday sales, like starting in the beginning of November. Have you noticed?
There's been a lot of that. There's the pre-sale, pre-this, pre-that. Even Amazon's in on it. Pre-this, pre-that, and then they have the actual Black Friday sales, the big promotionals.
Yeah.
But I've bought a couple of things because I went like REI had a pretty good discount going pre-Black Friday sale or pre-Thanksgiving. They take Black Friday. They have a much different approach. But pre-Thanksgiving sale, and I went 30% off that $300 tent. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll have to show that. I'll show that one on my forever trip. But
yeah,
it's been going on. But I guess we're segueing into Black Friday.
Yeah. Well, like our store, we're even doing it. We started our Black Friday sale on Friday before Black Friday. So basically, people have a week and 3 days to do their Black Friday shopping at our store.
Give them plenty of chances. Otherwise, there are still those retail stores that bring in certain products they'll advertise. You know, first 25 or 50 units per store will go to a customer.
Yeah.
That's how they entice them to come in. The thing is have you looked at when are some of these stores planning on opening on Friday? Because, you know, not too long before the pandemic, stores would start opening up at like 7 a.m. Black Friday morning. Then it went to 5. Then it went to midnight. Then somebody decided to push the line and they started going into Thursday afternoon Thanksgiving. And people are waiting in line and they're hitting the stores.
I know.
They take a lot of criticism for it, but, you know, people are out shopping and they're doing it, getting those early sales.
It's crazy that they used to do that. They used to be nonstop, 24 hours. Some stores were open 24 hours straight.
Yeah. Their employees did not get it Thanksgiving.
And that's
same shop that I had. And we're folks, we don't mean to complain about, we're putting in perspective. We're going to have some fun bits here, but a shop owner I just delivered to today, the mall he had said that they had to open midnight Friday morning. So right there, you know, 11:59 p.m. Thursday, 12 midnight, Friday, boom, stores open. And they had to stay open until 10 o'clock that night. He said, I haven't had a Thanksgiving in years. And then it changed to they had to open by contract at 3 or 4 in the afternoon, Thursday afternoon. He says, I don't have a Thanksgiving. He actually detested Thanksgiving. Since the management's changed, he can close and open when he wants to. He's got to be contract 11 to 5 every day, but he can actually stay closed those days and he's enjoying it. And then on the other hand, there's people I've met that work retail that enjoy it. They like the extra pay. They like the adventure. And there's small business I know that will open up early going, heck yeah, bring it in. Bring in the shoppers. They think it's exciting.
Yeah.
So you've got two ends of the spectrum here. There's no right or wrong on this. It's just what the customer wants, what they expect.
Yeah, it's just interesting. It's just interesting to think about how it was before COVID and how it is now after COVID. The difference and the look of how people or businesses are looking at Black Friday. That's all. That's why I wanted to bring it up or thought it was important to talk about because people don't think about that. And then also remember, tomorrow is Small Business Saturday. So if you're out and about, hey, don't shop at the big stores on Saturday. Shop at the little mom and pop shops. That's actually like a really huge thing. Like it really helps out small businesses when people remember, hey, it's Small Business Saturday and I'm going to go, instead of going to the big box stores, I'm going to go to the little stores and I'm going to go support them. So this is a huge movement that's been happening for many years now. Small Business Saturday, it's a huge movement that American Express has been doing for years now. I mean, easily, they've been doing Small Business Saturday since, I mean, at least, goodness gracious, at least since, God, I'm trying to think. I know that I remember Small Business Saturday from 2012 or earlier.
I first heard of it back about 2014, 2015 as Small Business Saturday.
Yeah.
What I like is that people that do support that, even during the pandemic, when things were just starting to open up and businesses were struggling, I would have a customer when, say, the R Market in Palm Springs on Thursday nights open back up. They opened up July 2021. We were still doing things. We're still wearing masks. And I would have a customer come over, like one customer, and this happened fairly routinely. I had one customer that came over and he bought like a $50 dream catcher. He gives me $70. And I went, dude, you're giving me too much and here's your change. He goes, no. I went, what? He goes, no, we're good. You keep the change. I went, that's $20 too much, dude. That you sure you want to do that? He goes, no. Do better. Oh, like you guys open, we'll help you out. I'm like, thank you very much. And that happened, like I said, surprisingly, fairly routinely. I'm sure you might have had the same thing a little bit. It was nice how people support small businesses.
Yeah.
A few weeks ago, my mom got a $50 tip. Customer bought a $200 knife and goes, we spent $250 altogether. And he goes, okay, ring it for $300. I went, dude, it's only $250. He goes, no, I'm giving your mom $50 tip. I was like, and he goes, no, it goes to your mom. I went, okay. I ring it up $300. Told my mom, said I can eat the taxes on that, but you're getting your $50.
That's funny.
I want to get tipped $50. Anyway,
I've never been tipped $50 ever.
Most I've ever been tipped is $20.
I haven't even been tipped $20.
If you were better at your job.
You know what? I think I don't get tipped because I just don't. I don't even know. It never occurred to me. But yeah, I mean, people will say, oh, yeah, you keep the change. And it's like 10 cents or 25 cents. But I just put that back in the change pot.
That's what I do. But, you know, I'm very faithful to the job. I work with a customer like that. That's why for the 322nd month in a row, I'm Employee of the Month.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I'm only going to watch this show on Saturday. He's going to text me going, when am I going to make Employee of the Month? And I went, as soon as you're good with customers. You only got a $50 tip. Let's get back to the subject. So, typically, did you ever do any of the Black Friday shopping?
Yes. Actually, one time, Dan and I spent the night at Target in front. We were like maybe 20 in line, number 20 in line. We spent the night at Target. We were there like at, I think, 10 or 11. And they opened, obviously, like 6 in the morning. We brought an air mattress and we just brought some blankets and we just like hung out and chilled and played games and talked and chatted. And we waited in line for the Nintendo Wii.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was our best one ever. We don't go out as much anymore doing that, but that was really a crazy time because we got two. We got one, he got one and I got one. And we sold one of them on eBay and we literally got it for our Wii for free.
By the time you did that.
It was like buy one, get one free, literally for how much we sold the Wii.
Clever upsell.
Yeah.
Nice. I've actually never done Black Friday. I did get up when it was happening. It was still big in, say, mid-2000 teens. I did get up, and this is probably, I actually have not been home. In the last 9 or 10 years, I've actually only been home once for Thanksgiving, because usually I'm out on the river. And that was 2020. Granted, say nothing much was happening. But like 2012, 2011, I decided to go out. Must have been 2011. Decided to go out and like, it's 4 a.m. Let's just drive around a little bit and see who was waiting in line for the Black Friday. Mm-hmm. Wow. Parking lots were full.
Yeah.
I had a friend that worked over at a big box store, and he's like, dude, I hate Black Friday. Customers are nuts, and you see these videos, people just running in there and tackling each other and stealing cars and set fires and whatever. I mean, rioting, getting that, you know.
Actually, the best deal that I got on Black Friday, best deal ever in my whole life, is that Dan and I went to Fry's Electronics. Back, you remember when Fry's Electronics existed?
Yeah.
We went in and we were going to buy a projector because we needed it for the next day. And we showed up and the line was like 4 hours just to check out. I'm like, screw that. I'm not going to hang around like and wait 4 hours for a projector. Let's come tomorrow. So we leave the store and I see this dog running around the parking lot on Black Friday in Fry's. You know, people are driving like maniacs on Black Friday. So I got really concerned about this dog and we caught the dog. And that dog is now, you know, this dog's named Chewy. He was our dog, Chewy. He was abandoned at the Fry's parking lot on Black Friday, and he was scared out of his mind. We tried to find his owners for 3 months, and we ended up adopting him after 3 months. So he was absolutely our best Black Friday deal ever.
I'm a little confused. I thought you adopted Dan in the parking lot because he was lost and abandoned.
No, Chewy.
Well, that's how my mom adopted me.
Oh, okay.
Except it wasn't a parking lot; it was at a truck stop out in the middle of the desert. It was over at Bidell Junction, outside of Parker.
Well, Chewy has been one of the awesomest dogs we've ever adopted.
He's a cool dog.
So he was ultimately our best Black Friday deal.
Nice. You know, there are those stores, the bigger businesses that choose not to open Thanksgiving or even Friday to stay closed so their employees can have one more day with their families, and then they'll open up and do their big sales on Saturday. The most well-known that does that is actually REI. For those of you that don't know REI, that's
cool. I didn't know they did that. That's cool. I didn't know they did that.
They actually started back about 2016 or 2017, around that time frame, roughly around 2017, where they decided not to open on Black Friday, leave that extra day for their employees. But you know, it's a co-op. They tend to behave differently than a big box store corporation, and they did this whole thing called opt outside, #opt outside, and they're saying, you know what, go for a hike, go do something outside, enjoy that Friday, go with your family, do something outdoors. Never mind, some places it's colder than sin, but go ahead and do that. And I mean, on those Fridays, I do #opt outside also. Of course, I spent a week at least, you know, a lot of time kayaking during the month of November, except this year. And it's a neat movement. And actually, there's one website works with the it's Scouts, and I'm admin for one of the Facebook pages for Southern California. And we did a campaign of opt outside on that Friday. And we had pictures of kids of Grand Canyon, Zion out hiking, local trails. One was doing snowshoeing. And they tagged the Facebook page as well as the Instagram. It was neat to see that. And REI kind of started that movement, and it works well. Mm-hmm. I don't know of any other businesses that do that. I know that my business will close on Friday. We'll let our employees have the day off. Consider there's the employees, there's only a few of us. It's a family business. But we'll let the employees have the off. Matter of fact, my mom will cook Thanksgiving dinner for them. That's very generous.
That's pretty nice.
I still get Employee of the Month.
You know, I think that you need to talk to your HR and take into consideration your mom should maybe be voted in as Employee of the Month at least once.
Well, let me go get my HR person and you tell that to them, okay? You know what?
Okay.
Maybe they need to hear from an outside voice. Because I try to be the nice guy. You can play the bad cop on this one. Let me go get my HR guy.
Okay.
Yes?
So it's come to my attention that you don't have an equal opportunity employee situation in your company and that you really need to be giving more employees a chance to actually be eligible to do this Employee of the Month. I'm very concerned the fact that you have not considered any other employees at your company besides James to be your Employee of the Month. It's not right. And I think that in this day and age, you have to consider that there are other people, especially intelligent, smart women, that maybe should be voted in as Employee of the Month. Just saying.
Well, we need to be equal opportunity. And James is an intelligent, smart, and pretty woman.
Oh, okay. Well, there's other women that work at your company, so you should consider that they need to be elected as Employee of the Month.
Okay, let me pose this to you, because the situation I'm facing here with James is the CEO as well as the GM for Dancing Bear also a regular employee.
No.
Oh, well, James is one of those rare types of CEOs that is not only works in HR as well as the production line, delivery, and he's their CFO, CAO, CIO, CP3O, as well as our KP, MIA, and as well
CFO,
as HDR in the company. He takes an active role in many management levels, and he signs my paycheck. How many roles does say the mother of your CEO take on?
Just as many as ours. Just as many.
Well, it just happens to be
many hats here.
Gotcha. Well, it just happens to be that James's mom takes on the role of CFO, vice president, as well as KP, MIA, as well as KSQ, KROP, and cook and bottle washer, as well as transport specialist, sanitary specialist, cook expert, but she's not taking on all the jobs like CEO or elephant handler. James also does those jobs. He just edges her out. By the regulations he set up for the company, he's the only one that qualifies. That he signs my paycheck.
Okay, I'm done talking with you.
We are landing nowhere tonight.
You know what, James? I think that your mom should get to be Employee of the Month once. She probably would really love that. She would be so excited. You need to step down as Employee of the Month 1 month and surprise her and be like, Mom, you were the winner of Employee of the Month this month. She will flip out.
I think my HR guy just got a good idea he's going to present. Come in, let us know about it. 2 employees of the month.
Oh.
That's why James pays me the big bucks.
Okay.
Do you like that? James? You can keep your job 1 more month. I'm a gracious employer. How hard a landing am I getting on this?
No, it's good. I like that. I think that's a very good solution.
Do you have Employee of the Month at Dancing Bear?
No, we don't.
Do you have Associate of the Month? Dog groomer?
No.
How many roles do you take on? Well, I already asked that question, didn't I?
Yes. We wear many.
Are you also an elephant handler?
Many hats. We are dog handlers. We don't do elephants, but we are dog handlers here.
How about a tortoise?
No.
Do you have a company medical company nurse or doctor on staff?
Well, we do have this automated medical box that it has a scanner, and if you show it your boo-boo, like say you have a cut on your hand, you press the button and it'll scan it, and it'll say processing, and it'll say you need a Band-Aid. wipe it with rubbing alcohol, and put some Neosporin on it, and put a Band-Aid.
Oh, I got something much more better. We are very progressive in my company. You know what we have?
What do you have?
A mommy that kisses your boo-boo. Ain't nothing out there that any pharmaceutical company or fancy doctor or what robots or whatever box can cure quicker than a mommy kissing a boo-boo.
But you know, James, you're really
Yes.
good at pulling splinters out of hands.
Jeez. Do I tell that story?
Sure.
All right, folks. This is the reference because we really shouldn't do inside jokes on the show, but Svea and I are both set up next to each other. It's above our per cap. It was 2020 into 2020, and we're doing this just to keep businesses rolling. And God, those people are so neat over there for the per cap. We made some great individuals from the tribe. It was miss doing that and talk to some of those folks. But we're over there, and the table they have has got some loose plywood on it. And Chris Tracy's mom goes over, and I don't know why she's a mom. She just could have kissed the boo-boo, but lifts up a box or something like that and gets a splinter. Now, I used to be a paramedic. I'm going back to medical school soon, and I get asked to do, medical this, medical that. She comes up and goes, James, can you pull a splinter out for me? You're a medical guy. I went, okay. She goes, here it is. She's got a freaking redwood tree splinter in her hand. I'm looking at it going, that's a big splinter. So I take a set of tweezers or super grip, and I'm trying to pull this thing out going, you okay? She goes, yeah. I went, this thing's pretty deep. I don't pull out this splinter because you can see the lump. I pull out this thing this freaking long. There are redwood trees that ain't that freaking big that can fit in her hand.
I know. My mom's like, oh, okay.
And I'm just pulling this thing out going, good Lord. And she goes, oh, that's kind of big. And I'm like,
it was pretty insane. It was hilarious because I'm like, my mom's like, oh, I have a splinter in my hand. I'm like, oh my God.
Like, Chris, you should have this framed. All you need to do is go chop down half a tree and get about a 6-foot frame made for it. It'll just fit.
Yeah,
and no tears, nothing. She's just like, that kind of hurt. And I was like, you feel nothing. It was pretty amazing. Okay. Well, we got to, huh?
My cat just jumped on the table.
Wicket?
Yeah, Wicket. Hey, Wicket. Come here. Meow, meow.
I have the little gray street kitten in our house, but right now is sleeping. And I'm enjoying the peace and quiet because that thing's a little hellion. I'm out working on the desk. I work on this desk back here. I'll have a separate camera, do a live or something like that, right there behind that river behind me. And I'm working, and the cat likes to jump up on the desk or the lap and play with the beads, play with the sinew, play with the foot. And I gently set her up and go, no, kitty, set her down. Oh, no. No is foreign word to her. Let's try again, kitty. And she likes to sleep behind the computer monitor on my desk, at which point the spray bottle is not coming out for the kitty on the computer equipment. So kitty gets very gently brought out going, no, kitty. And she's like, oh, hell yeah. HR can't handle that one.
Hey, James, guess what?
Yeah.
We've already been on a show for 46 minutes.
Yeah, I know. We're in a little early tonight, folks. We had a subject and we actually had a plan going, but we just kind of did a potpourri a little bit tonight.
I'm so sorry, guys. I am completely exhausted right now. I can't.
Okay, look at your screen. Look over your left shoulder. Just in the screen, look at the left shoulder. Does it look like Mickey has fangs?
It's the vampire Mickey.
Is that seriously a vampire Mickey?
Yeah, look at.
Next to Slimer.
He has pointy teeth here.
So I'm not tripping on that.
No.
Okay. Because I thought it was just like the angle of there, but it actually is a vampire Mickey.
Yes, I'm hoping next year that I get a witch mini, because last year I got a Santa Mickey, and this year I got a mini that's holding a Christmas present.
The only thing about that Mickey right there, it sucks. Blood. Is that because you're tired, or is that a real face palm?
That's like at first I really was confused. I'm like, why are you saying that Mickey sculpture sucks? And I was like, oh.
So is that part face palm on yourself and me?
Both probably.
There's multitasking gesture, Svea.
Yes. So
All right.
I am apologizing and everyone in advance. I am super tired. And
Super duper tired. All right, folks, it's late. This has been another episode of Late Night Craft Talk. Next week's show is about. Should we do table manners next week since we delayed it last week?
are you going to be there for next week? Or are we going to do a live?
Yeah, we're gonna be live. We're gonna be live every week except for Christmas Eve or that Friday before Christmas. We'll be live there all except for that Friday before Christmas because my kayak will kidnap me and make me go to the river.
Okay.
Again.
Let's do table manners next week then.
Let's do table manners, folks. We had something in there, but we want to bring out table manners because we had some fun stuff planned for that. But no, somebody had to ruin it. And it had to be my HR guy.
Dude, I don't like you. I'm sorry.
I like you.
You just seem to be kind of, I don't know. There's something about you that's not right.
I think you're okay. Can you hear me? Is this thing on?
Yes, I can hear you.
So I'm all right. I think you're okay.
Okay.
If I worked for Dancing Bear, I'd call you the cool guy.
Oh, okay.
But if you think I'm a creep, okay.
I don't know. There's just something about you. I don't know.
Don't tell James.
Okay, yeah. I won't tell James.
You have something to tell me?
Yeah, that guy is so weird. I just don't trust him.
He's been with the company a while.
He told me, he's like, don't tell James.
Really?
Yeah.
What did he say about that?
He said, don't tell James.
About what?
And he's like, I like you. I'm like, well, I don't like you. He's like, don't tell James.
I think he was rather plutonic. He just says he thinks you're a neat person. Isn't that right? He's telling me right now. He's off the camera.
Yeah, it was weird. I don't know. James, I'm not sure about that guy. I don't know. I think you should fire him.
I think we're doing a harder landing than a helicopter with no propeller hitting the ground from 100 feet in the air. This is definitely a show of duds.
I don't think it's a dud. I think it's really fun. It's really funny. I think people are probably going to laugh.
We're going to get caught in the moment when we watch a replay of this. We're going to go, maybe we should have kept with the flaming, throwing a basketball in the air and just letting it land because that's
the format that we're actually going to try to do today.
Okay. At some point, we will find a funny bit for Ignacio Cruz, my HR guy.
Okay. Right.
We will work it in somehow because it is going to be a lot more entertaining than Jamais Hermé that died in a horrible plane crash. That is a character not coming back.
Are you winding something up right now? I heard you winding up your wind-up toy.
The monkey?
Yes.
The monkey thing? I like the little monkey wind-up toy. He goes sideways. He's like dance little side steps, like the governor of Texas and Best Little House in Texas.
Yes.
Now I want to watch that movie. Okay. Folks, this is the long goodbye again. All right. Let's get ready to dance. Next week, folks, we will be bringing back table manners just in time for Christmas so that you don't have to relive your faux pas from Thanksgiving Day. We will show you manners, which fork is which fork, which spoon is which spoon, which food you should eat with the fork and which you should eat with the spoon. Definitely don't do the soup with the knife. And with that, we'll show you culture. And by the end of the show, at your next meal, you will be sitting down eating that Big Mac at McDonald's with your pinky out.
You could also eat that Big Mac McDonald's with royalty from England.
A Royale with cheese.
Exactly.
Now I want to watch that movie again. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to do a show on Pulp Fiction. All right, folks. We are really got to go. This is the long goodbye, but folks, it's been another episode of Late Night Craft Talk. We'll see you next week. Let's get ready. Just to get ready for next week's show of Fine Table Manners. Let's do the dance with our pinky out. Oh, ain't he cute? Good night, folks. Hey, when we talk about table manners, you think when I do this, it looks like, because I do this during the show, it looks like I'm just doing a feedback and we're going to talk about table manners?
That's.
I'm wondering if after that show, I should not be eating a bag of trail mix like that, like a horse with a feed bag.
Yeah, probably.
Or when I do that with the pinky out.
Oh, if you put the pinky out, then it usually makes it a lot more proper.
It'll make it legit, folks. That's another secret we'll explore and let know